Okay, here we are again, back in KG's kitchen. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you guys, I made a video on my refrigerator, my quick refrigerator pickles. I'm going to show you guys how to make a quick refrigerator banana pepper. Same process, same exact process. And in my previous video, I kind of explained it, I didn't show it. So today, we're going to go through the whole process, step by step. And it's really easy. I know this looks like quite a bit of stuff here. You got your peppers, clove of garlic, baby dill, or any kind of fresh dill. Black peppercorns, celery seed, distilled white vinegar, pickling, and canning salt. That's important. That's important when you're doing this because if you use table salt, it'll make your brine cloudy. Regular old table sugar, and I've got a couple of these jars here. A couple of these jars that I washed out, and they're fine to reuse. I don't know if it'll take both these, but if it does, we have them, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get these, I've already washed these are good. We're going to get these peppers cut up. So let's do. Okay, so the first thing I do is I cut the tops off of the peppers, and then I'm going to cut them in half again, and then maybe in half this way. Not sure yet. You can do it any way you want. Now, I didn't grow these. I bought these at a local farm market because growing season's over here in good old Ohio. But you could do this in the summertime with your own peppers. Like I say, it's easy. And when you're not wanting to make like 12 quart jars, and, and can them and all that, this refrigerator process is quick, easy. You let them sit for 2 weeks and they come out delicious. Okay, there's how I cut them up. I cut them in half, and then in half again, just to get the better part of the seeds out. Now you don't have to get all the seeds out. I left some in. These are hot peppers. How hot, I don't know. I haven't tested them yet, but when you're doing this and you're messing with hot peppers, be careful as you're doing your, the jarring and stuff, not to touch your eyes or anything like that. And if you happen to be drinking a couple blue teas, as Papa Texas would say, don't touch your you-know-what either, because it'll get kind of hot on you. But anyways, key is wash your hands after you get done doing all this. So now that I got the peppers cut up, I'm going to get the garlic peeled, and I'm going to start building this. I'm going to show you how easy this is, how so simple this is, because it's just a couple step process. The hardest part is waiting the 2 weeks to eat them. I generally don't cheat. I wait for 2 weeks because, then all the flavor has soaked into the peppers and whatnot. So let me get that garlic peeled, and I'll show you how we start this. Okay, I've got the garlic peeled, and I got it cut into 2 pieces. You can put it in there whole. I like to cut it into 2 pieces. I just feel that it releases more flavor if it has more exposed edges. That's just my thought process. I could be wrong. It's happened before. But anyways, yes. So now next what we're going to do is we'll take this baby dill, put in the bottom. I'm going to try to use just the one jar. If they don't all fit, we'll use both. But we put the baby dill in next. Okay, there we go. You put your fresh dill right down in the bottom of the jar. That's the first thing goes in. After your jar has been, washed, cleaned, real hot water. You don't have to sterilize it. With this refrigerator process, with the vinegar, it's a 2 week waiting period, unless you get anxious and you want to try them beforehand. But after you open them, more than likely you'll finish them within a month. So So no need to sterilize and all that. Just wash them, hot water, make sure everything's clean. But anyways, back to this. The dill goes in first. You put a good amount in the bottom of your jar. I'll tell you what, that's smelling so good. I always use fresh dill. You can use dill weed, you know, in the jar. I don't recommend it. I think you get a better flavor off this. So next, what we do is you just take and you drop your 2 cloves of garlic right in there. And then the very next thing we do is we put 10 of these black peppercorns right down in there. So let me, this is going to be a 2. Okay, I counted out 10 exactly. And you know, I don't veer off of the recipe. This isn't, I didn't come up with this. I seen this on YouTube and I tried it and it's excellent. I forget who posted it, so I can't tell you. But anyways, so you got your dill, you got your clove of garlic, 10 peppercorns. Now we take some of this celery seed and just a nice little, you know, a nice little bit of it. Okay. And that's that. Very next step, we pack these peppers down in this jar until it's packed full. So let's do that. Okay, I'll tell you what. It took a little finessing, but every one of them peppers fit into this jar. Oh, one fell out. Look at that. There's what it's looking like so far. Okay, just that simple. Let's put that back in there. Just that simple. Packed nice and full. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'll show you the second step, making the brine, which is so easy. This is the easiest thing in the world. We're almost done with these. Like I say, the hardest part's waiting 2 weeks. Let's get this brine started. I like to take this lid and stick on top of it just to keep the any kind of debris out of there while we're doing this. So let's get the brine started. Okay, in a small saucepan, we're going to put 1 cup of distilled water in there, and that's important also, distilled water. Don't use tap water. Okay, there's our 1 cup of water. Next, 1 cup of distilled white vinegar. Okay, there's what it looks like with the 1 cup of distilled vinegar added to it. You see how the level came up? Now next what we're going to do, and this is the last step, 1 tablespoon of pickling and canning salt and 1 tablespoon of sugar. And that's it. But like I said before, now listen, it's important to use the pickling and canning salt. The stuff's cheap. You can get it at Ace Hardware. The reason you use that is because it doesn't make the brine cloudy. And you'll see that. I'll bring you back in 2 weeks and show you when we open these up. The liquid will be as clear as can be. So let's get 1 tablespoon of each of this. Okay, there's what it looks like with the 1 tablespoon of salt, pickling and canning salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar. It can be just regular sugar is fine for this. It won't hurt a thing. And then we turn the fire on, of course. We're going to bring this up to a boil or until all this is melted. You let the salt, the sugar melt, and then we're going to pour it into our jar of peppers. We'll pour it in there, let it cool slightly, cap it, put it in the refrigerator, let it set for 2 weeks, and the end result will be phenomenal. I guarantee it. So like I said, you don't want to make 12 quart jars of peppers. You don't want to can a bunch of stuff. You just say to yourself, hey, I'm kind of craving some peppers that I make myself. Just make a jar. That's all you need to do. You don't need to feed an army. Like I said, this is so simple. So simple, so quick. The hardest part's waiting the 2 weeks. But trust me when I tell you, it's worth it. So let's get this up to a boil, and we'll get it in there. Okay, see how we got a nice little simmer starting here? That's all the hotter it has to be. Everything in there is melted. The sugar, the salt, it's all melted. So at this point, I will just turn it off. And I'll show you how I like to get it into my jar. There we go. I like to pour it into a measuring cup. It's so much easier to get into this little tiny opening because it's got a little nice little spout there. So this is the easiest way I know. Look at that steam coming out there. This is smelling good. It's smelling good already. So let's get this. Let's fill our jar up. Go slow at it so you don't spill none. There we go, bring it right to the top. Right to the top like that. Bubbles will come up. Leave this sit for a couple minutes. Bubbles will come up, it'll settle. You can add a little bit more in. Let it cool slightly. Put the cap on. And then in the refrigerator it goes for 2 weeks. It doesn't get any easier than that. So I'll shake some of these bubbles out. We'll top it off. I'll put the lid on. And I'll show you how to do it. Okay, there we go. Pretty much all the bubbles have come to the top. And then I topped it off, as you can see. I've got it right to the top of the jar right there. Never throw your extra brine away until you've got this thing completely topped off. Until the cap is on this jar, don't discard that. So it has cooled slightly. I'm going to go ahead and stick the lid on this, and we're going to put it in the refrigerator. And there we go. We got it capped off. Doesn't that look good? Look at that. Doesn't that look good? You want to know why? Because it is good. Okay, and there they are, all nestled in the refrigerator next to everything else. All we gotta do now is wait for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, open these up, and you have the best peppers you've ever had. Okay, real quick before I end this video though, I just want to show you guys that how much I like pickles and peppers. A.K.A. has a sale running, 10 for 10 on these smaller jars. I bought one today thinking, that'll be enough. Ate half of it after I got home and decided I gotta go get 5 more, so 5 more jars, $1 a piece. You can't go wrong. So there you have a short video on quick refrigerator peppers. I hope you guys, if you like peppers, give that a try. You'll like it, I guarantee it. If you don't like peppers, you can use the same exact process with cucumbers and make quick refrigerator pickles. So either way, it's real simple, real easy to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time.